let's make lemonade. Okay, let's go to work.
That's the signal! Go, 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 go! 6! It's beautiful! Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude!
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
Rush listeners, are you ready to drive something extraordinary at Willis Automotive in Des Moines? They treat you like family with guest-level service, flexible financing, and that perfect ride waiting for you. Come to 2121 Northwest 100th Street. Check out their new and pre-owned lineup and experience the Willis difference today. Good morning, Ross Peterson. What's going on, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. It's a Friday. I got you back in the seat with me. I had a good basketball game last night, a really fun basketball game. I mean, you know, my thing of no moral victories continues to bite me in the ass as a Hawkeye fan. Last night's a moral victory if you're a Hawkeye fan. That was a fun basketball game.
A moral victory from a lot more ways than one, right? I mean, they entered that game a 12.5-point underdog, I believe it was. They controlled the pace early. It was exactly the game that Iowa wanted, built up a 13-point lead. But Iowa State is tough at home. We're going to hear a lot of people today complain about the officiating, and especially the free throw difference. I watched the game in its entirety. I watched it this morning, actually, and I looked at you and I said, I didn't think the officiating was that bad. Again, officials want to get it right about 90% of the time. They want to be 100%, but that's not humanly possible to be perfect on a basketball court. I didn't think it was that bad, and I'm going to say this. You tell me if you think I'm wrong. With bigger teams that are more aggressive, taller, bigger, I was going to suffer with this throughout the year. I think you're going to find more games that could end up being like this.
Very well could be, Trav. I hadn't even thought about that. Very well could be. I mean, I'm glad that the Hawkeyes went out and played the way they did, played as physical as they did, and took the fight to them, and didn't, I didn't think they would play intimidated. So that's the wrong words for me to use here. But I'm glad that they came out and played the way as aggressive as they were. Was there a disparity in the whistles? There was. Was there a disparity on the stat sheet when you look at the fouls and the free throws? There is. The Cyclones were the better team last night. The Cyclones were the better team, top to bottom. 5 guys on the court, 40 minutes. They deserve to win that basketball game. And by the way, not by much. It's not like it was clear cut. Iowa was lucky to keep it as close. No, that was a fun basketball game. I'm with you. I think that picking on the officials is such low hanging fruit anyway, man. It just is.
It's a tired argument. It is don't get me wrong. There will be games that it's absolutely horrendous, but it is such a tired argument that I don't even like to engage it. And maybe it's because I have personal relationships with officials. 2 of those officials that were on the court last night, I have a personal relationship. Kip Kissinger and Doug Wells, or is it Doug Wells? No, it's I forget who else was on it last night. It was
personal relationship.
Brooke Wells. Personal relationship. Exactly. But I mean, I was shot 51% from the field. I was shot 47% from 3. They actually out-rebounded the Cyclones. The difference is, in Iowa State's defense is so damn good. They forced 16 turnovers, actually 11
That's
steals.
That's what won the game. There's the stat, Trav. That's what won the game. It's not the fouls. It's not the free throws. It was Iowa State's defense. Iowa State forcing turnovers like crazy. Iowa State stepping it up from that 6-minute mark in the first half to the 11-minute mark in the second half. It's a 35-12 game.
And I think if my math is correct, towards the end of the first half and to start the second half, they went on a 19-0 run.
That would encompass that.
Yep.
Yeah, that would encompass it. Trav, what was the other one that? Oh boy, did you hear the stat when Iowa got that lead in the first half? and they go up 5. This is the largest deficit the Iowa State Cyclones have had all season. I was with my dad. I kind of like paused and looked. I'm like, what?
They're that good.
They're real good.
And you know who was really good?
Even when Jefferson was last night, because I had said earlier in the week, like, man, that dude can turn it on. That's a guy that can be the best player on the court. And with 9 other guys that are fantastic, top-level Division I athletes, like we saw against Purdue, he can stand out. He can be the best guy out there by leaps and bounds. And then last night, he had a tough start, man. Missed a couple of those bunnies, and I was like, oh, man, I'm kind of eating my words on Jefferson here. He's the real deal.
He's the real deal. He ended up with 24 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals. He's, you know, I know a lot of people love Lipsy. A lot of people love Momcilovic. Great players. This team's going to go as Joshua Jefferson goes. I mean, he is just... You
know, Trav, I see what you're saying. I agree that he's the guy that has that thing I'm taught that more than any of them. Lipsy can do the same thing. Lipsy's fantastic. Momcilovic can, when he's got that little Dirk turnaround, as Justin put it, and he's got that thing hitting, he's really good. Buchanan is like a gritty, kind of a Jess Settles type. You know, I was going to say Nicholas Bear, but he gets a lot. And I no knock on. I love Nicholas Bear, but he's a better offensive player than Nicholas Bear. But he's got that. He's around the ball all the time type of thing. So I think that I understand what you're saying. Jefferson's the best of that group and the most dynamic, but I do think that they have so many options. That's why you saw when Lipsy went down, and it was like, oh man, this offense kind of runs around Tame and Lipsy. It was like, oh no, we're good.
You know, a lot of people like to compare, and Joshua Jefferson is Joshua Jefferson. Who would you compare him to, though, when it comes to former Iowa State players? I've seen a George Niang type out there. I've seen a Royce White,
Marcus Fizer
type player.
I mean, they're
maybe
all
better range than Fizer.
Yeah, and more, and I would almost even say, I mean, I wanted to say more athletic than the 3 of them, and no, again, not a knock on any of their. Maybe I'm just talking about physical appearance, ability to drive past a guy.
Yeah.
Now, all 3 of those guys were that you mentioned there were big guys that could control the pace of the game. They could take the ball, bring it up the court. They could take the ball from the point guard in important moments. You know, hell, for a couple of those guys, the offense ran through them on a high post or something like that. Very different players. Maybe in fact, now that I'm saying that out loud and kind of walking through that, maybe we have to find a different comparison.
John Alexander says Jeff Greer.
Jeff Greer was the exact name that was going through my mind, John. That's exactly the name that I was wondering about. Like, because again, not those big guys were so good and so dynamic. Joshua Jefferson's a little bit more of a traditional, whereas those other 3 guys with Royce and Marcus and George, they kind of took over the game in a different way. Whereas
that's why I said that Jefferson's Jefferson. But you're always, when you're great, you're going to be compared to the greats.
And I'll be honest, Trav, those 3 names, when you very first said it, the very first 3 names that went through my head were those 3, were Fizer, Royce White, George Niang. Because I'm just trying to think of the great players like that. Maybe the first question is, and I've been super impressed with him. Does he deserve to be in that category yet with those guys?
Well,
we're talking about Cyclone legends there.
Yeah, I think you can look at it and go, the potential's there. But, you know, if this team gets to the Elite 8, absolutely. If this team gets to the Final 4, absolutely.
But with all of those other key components that you're talking about that this Iowa State team has, they're not built on just Jefferson.
That's true.
And those teams, especially the Royce and Marcus teams, were built around those guys. They went down, it would have been awful. And George to an extent as well. right?
Who played with Jamal Tinsley? Would that have been Pfizer?
Marcus Pfizer? Is that right?
I mean, so there's a pretty darn good
Tinsley
point
was
guard right
fun,
there.
dude. Tinsley was ball on a string fun.
Yeah.
We haven't had a great point guard like that for a while. And I don't mean, and when I say we, I mean society. I don't mean the Hawks or the Cyclones. I mean like Jason Williams, white chocolate, pass with your elbow behind the back, no look. We haven't had a guy like that in a long time. Will we ever? Are they dead? Are the Pistol Pete's dead?
You know, you look at guys that didn't perform. Now, Bennett Sturts ended up with 10 points, but Bennett Sturts was humanized last night. He was 3 of 11 from the field. All 3 buckets were 3-pointers, and he was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So they can. This is what happens when you contain Bennett Sturts. Right, I like this Hawkeye lineup. I do. I mean,
I do
Tavian
too.
Banks led him in scoring. I think Fulgaris is going to be a really good player.
As do I.
They're probably a little.
Tate Sage. There's Isaiah Howard. Howard had a couple of moments last night. I was like, damn, dude. Yeah, I'm with you. I like this squad a lot.
I mean, the Iowa bench outscored the Iowa State bench 19-5. So there seemed to be a little more depth there. You had 6 players get double-digit minutes for Iowa State last night. For Iowa, you had
8.
Yeah, 8. Yeah.
And all of them 20. All of them at 20 minutes. I mean, Fulgaris ended up at 19, but for all intents and purposes. I'm glad you got to watch it this morning, Trav. That was a fun basketball game.
That's the nice thing about the TiVo.
Yeah.
Tugger, I got the TiVo.
Tugger nuts.
I got the TiVo.
Good, because I was worried. I didn't go through the comments because I've been saving back on Tyler's comment before we went on the air.
I'm going to save that for 6:30.
Okay,
all right. Come back from that break.
Because people that aren't watching, Tyler wrote in and said, Travis is tweeting at Delta Airlines. Grab the popcorn, folks.
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, man.
Oh, buddy.
It's like Bill Blank complaining about the officials. It's as predictable as the sunrise. Travis goes on a vacation, something stupid about to happen.
I don't know what it
Hawkeyes are on television. Bill Blank going to be tweeting about them officials.
Maybe I look for travel controversy. Maybe I'm just overly observant on a plane. I don't know.
We don't have to get into it now. We can get back. We can get back to it. I just wanted to make sure I was holding on to Tyler's comment there because I thought that was funny.
I think you can. It's no doubt about it now. And I love Iowa Corn for sponsoring the Cyhawk series because I do think this makes it unique. I don't know how many other states or state institutions that have multiple universities do something like this, but I think it adds a little bit to it. Obviously we pay attention to basketball and football probably the most. Wrestling would be number 3 on there, but it is a Cyclone State. Iowa State has won 4 of the last 5 Cyhawk trophies. 4 of the last 5. And Ross, this is the first year ever since this whole thing started. First year ever that Iowa State has made the clean sweep in the big sports: volleyball, football, wrestling, men's and women's basketball. I don't want to poo-poo the other sports, but those are kind of the those are the big ones.
I hope that's not offensive to the other sports.
Well, there's always somebody who's going to be offended. You know. Like we had
none of us having watch parties for the table tennis matchup.
No, or the softball matchup, or the swimming and golf. We're just not.
So it's okay that we're talking about the Big Four, Travis, and even more than the stats. And I mean, this is going to sound weird, but even more than the number on the scoreboard, because wins and losses happen, right? We all remember when Iowa State's basketball team was way better than, it almost happened last night.
Yeah.
One team's way better, or the Iowa football team is way better, and you end up losing that game. And so the wins and losses, that doesn't matter to me. This is going to sound so freaking weird. as much as the feel. It doesn't
I know
matter.
what you mean. I know
The
what you
wins and
mean.
losses don't matter as much to me as do I feel like the athletic programs are, where are they at? And no doubt on the field, it is Iowa State. You can't deny it. I mean, again, because of the wins and losses on the board. Do we have phone calls coming in?
Yep. 515-517-2303. Let's go to Brent. Brent, welcome to the Rush
Brent,
Radio
what's
Show,
up, bud?
powered by Willis Automotive. What's going on, man?
Not much, guys. Just good morning, happy Friday to you both.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking my call. No, I was just going to call in because I called yesterday. I told Ross it would be a 20 to 30 point game. I could have been any more mistaken. So I was pretty shocked at the performance. I thought that's probably the best I've ever seen an Iowa team play, and just maybe a little rambling or maybe Lute Olson somewhere in there. That was just a really good. Last night was the first night I kind of saw what Ben McCollum can maybe bring for our program. I disagree about I thought the free throw discrepancy was the game. I mean, I don't know how you could not say that.
In the end, you're right. I mean, points wise,
hear me
absolutely.
at the high level, though.
Yeah.
Hear me at the high level. Was Iowa physical or not?
Yes.
Did Iowa play physical last night? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Was Iowa State physical? Yes or no or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So Iowa shot one free throw at the 26-minute mark. Then they had, and we got a nice, which always happens in basketball, then we got these nice off-the-ball calls to get up to 7 at 10 minutes left in the game. How many fouls did we get after that? How many foul calls
How many?
after that?
How many?
One. So last play of the game, let them play, last possession. Who went to the foul line? Was it Iowa or Iowa State?
It was
Iowa
Iowa
State.
State.
Yeah, I mean, but my point is, the better team and the better program won. But my point is to say that, the officiating of what gets called when, it matters.
It absolutely it
You can
does.
see that in
You're
the
right,
stats.
Brent. I'm
Look
not
at
saying
all
it
the
doesn't matter.
stats.
What I'm saying
Iowa
is,
shot.
what I'm saying is, it's not what I'm hanging. It's not the first go-to for me. It never is. Unless there is one call that at the end of a game that really just, especially in basketball, man, they're gonna get things wrong. It's kind of like the holding thing in football. There's so much happening. They're going to miss some things. It sucked. You're right. And last night there was a huge disparity.
I get that, but how do you miss for 26 minutes? The one team doesn't shoot a free throw for 26 minutes. I mean, I'm not saying it was intentional, but my point is, you can't say it didn't matter. It did matter.
I just don't think it mattered as much as Iowa's 16 turnovers. I don't think it mattered as much as Bennett's.
There was no foul. But my point is, of a turnover, nothing was a foul there in any of those sequences.
I'm not saying none of them were. I'm not saying none of them were fouls. I'm not saying that. And the referees could have called a tighter game. I'm not saying the officials don't play a role. What I'm saying is it's low-hanging fruit, and it's an easy excuse to not go back and look in the mirror as a team. And as a fan, that's the first thing we usually do, is we should look in the mirror and go, all right, what happened here that the team could have done better? Well, 16 turnovers is right there.
Yeah, but they forced 9. I mean, it wasn't that lopsided. We've had a lot worse performances. My point is, it does matter. And I agree with you in that point, but when you have that big of a discrepancy at the foul line, how can you win that game? I mean, you won almost every other metric. You can go down the list and you won every metric.
I agree. Brent, I agree with one thing you're saying. I don't think the officials are aware of the discrepancy that's taking place.
I don't think they went out there and said, hey, no, but my point is, it's hard to win a game like that when there's that big of a discrepancy. When both teams played hard, by the way, I thought both teams were great. Both teams played hard. And then to end up with a free throw swing like that seems pretty, that's hard to overcome is really what I'm trying to say.
I'm not pushing back on that at all.
Agreed.
Not pushing back on that at all.
Again, I'm borrowing. If Iowa State missed so many bunnies at the rim Had they hit those, we're probably not even having a conversation about the other stuff on the box score, because it would have been a lopsided game and it would have looked more like that 20-point game you thought it was going to be. I was really happy with the way the team played last night. I'm with you. I love what you said, Brent, about McCollum. Not only, I mean, I've always kind of been a fan since we met him here at Drake. I've been a fan, and then I'm rooting for him obviously because he's the Hawkeye coach. I would agree. Something clicked last night where it was like, this is big, that big boy basketball Travis has been talking about. 'Cause I was worried. I had said to Justin, man, what my fear is, we've got a good game at halftime, and then it's one of those situations where you run out of talent going down the backstretch. And then all of a sudden it took off, just like I thought. Iowa State starts dominating that game. It kind of gets away there for a minute in the start of that second half. And then I thought, oh, shit, here we go. It's going to be that 20, 25, 30-point game that I was worried about. I was really, really happy with not only how they fought back, but the depth of that roster. There's a ton of dudes on that team that impressed last night. So, loved it. Much better performance than Michigan State.
Again, yeah, I'll let you go in a second. Iowa State's a great program. They're going to go a long way this year. I'm just saying, within a game. Because we see that, by the way, from Iowa going to other gyms in the Big Ten, right? You know, there's certain programs we go to, you know, it's going to be that kind of discrepancy. You know, it's hard to get on the other side of that from a college basketball perspective. And that's why I think basketball is the most officiated, influenced sport. I'm not saying officials are trying to do a bad job. It's just a hard sport to ref.
The one that sucked last night was the out of bounds late in the game. Hawks don't have a timeout. This is one of the rules I hate. If the officials feel like they may have gotten it wrong, they should be able to go and say, hey, that was really close. This is a huge moment. Whichever way this ball goes could decide this game. Not going to decide the game, could. That was a big one, and it sucks that there's this stupid little rule about, well, you've got to have a timeout if you want to think that we did anything wrong. And they burned those earlier, again, trying to stem that tide that Iowa State ran at them. Well, but anyway, a lot of components to the soup there. Thanks, Brent. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks,
Happy Friday. Have a good weekend.
You know, because this year is the challenge rule, right? And that's to keep them from going to the monitor more. Now, you like going to the monitor because you want them to get it right.
I just feel, and okay, I want to be clear here. I don't like going to the monitor because that's the charade parade part of it, right? Where they get to go and have their big grandstand moment of being baseball was the worst culprit of it. It could be splits. It could happen a lot quicker. And I know, and heck, it could happen a lot quicker. Last night was a great example. That wouldn't have needed to take 3 minutes for them to walk over, do the little old man, fat guy run. Most college basketball officials are really fit, by the way.
Wait, that's like the number one thing they look for now is how fit you are.
So then they get it, but then I don't know. I just feel like it could. I don't like the going to the monitor thing. I like the using technology to get it right part. Basketball's really, really hard. It's probably the one major sport we have where robot umpires and technology would be the hardest one to implement or use, or so you're always going to have that human element in it. The Hawkeyes turned the ball over. I'm not saying that the Iowa State, you couldn't have nitpicked that and called fouls on a lot of different stuff I'm not saying that. Both teams played very physical last night. Hawks got called for more fouls. Hawks turned the ball over a lot more. Bennett Sturtz at times in that game, he was, last night we got to see both examples of Bennett Sturtz. The thing that I love so much, and I've always been so impressed with him, is when he's able to slow the game down to his pace. It feels like you're watching the old church league basketball that I used to play in, where you'd play in carpeted gyms. There's just one guy who just kind of knows how to handle the ball, and he plays at his pace, and all of a sudden, whoop, backdoor cut, bounce pass, there's my guy. And when he's playing, when they're able to play at that slower pace, he's really good. Last night, Iowa State was able to turn that up defensively, get into his shorts, get him out of that rhythm several times. But you saw both examples of it last night. There were moments when I was on that run, it's exactly what's happening. They did a pretty good job. And I remember I was back and forth because I started the game, watched most of the game with my dad in Pleasant Hill, and then I drove across town to home. So I listened to Bobby and Gary for a while. And so I don't remember. I lost where I was going there. Go ahead.
You know, Tank puts this up, says Travis roots for his rough buddies. and I know it comes off like that. But I think that it's kind of like when you meet somebody from a different political spectrum, or you sit and have a conversation about somebody. I guess my question to Tank would be, how many officials have you sat down to try to understand what takes place during a game? I'm not saying they get it right all the time. I'm saying there are bad calls. I just think if you sit down, and I've sat down with a number of them now, having hosted the Make the Right Calls podcast, and you kind of understand their personalities, and they're not going out there to mess up a game. They know they're going to screw it up, but they talk about flow. What I've learned more about is position and angles. And if you're at the wrong angle, man, you're going to miss a call. And there are points of emphasis now that, you know, what it's kind of like holding in football. You could call a foul every possession down the court. You could call holding probably on every football possession, right? So do I defend officials more? Yes, because I've got to understand them more. Am I saying they're perfect? No way am I saying they're perfect. And so, yeah, maybe it's because you sit and talk to somebody. You're able to ask deeper questions. It's like you, Ross. I mean, we always talk about sit down, get to know somebody, get to understand, and it gives you a little bit more appreciation. Again, I'm not saying they're perfect, but I didn't walk away from watching that game last night going, "Boy, that was a horrible."
I didn't either. I didn't either. And honestly, Travis, I don't get that until if I open up Twitter. I've done a really good job lately, by the way, of staying off social media.
Well, you know what the key is? Shut off the notifications. If you shut off notifications,
I did another thing. I got to talk to you. Can I? We have a couple minutes here before the break, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
I got two little brain worms for you.
But we're not going to get an email from traffic saying, "Hey, you guys took a break too late."
Good point. Right. You guys were 7 seconds late to a break. Really threw off the guys in Chicago trying to get people to and Kenny. So anyway, here's my two little technology bugs for you. Damn it, my brain is scattered today, Trav, because now I can we were just talking about something. I had the first one in my head. Damn it, Travis. Why'd you do that to me?
I didn't do anything to you.
You did something to me. First one is I want to tell you how much of a slave I am. Oh, I know what it did. The social media. My first trick with the social media. Not only did I shut off the notifications, I put my social media apps in a folder. So when I open my phone, I don't see Facebook and Twitter. Okay. I put all of them in a folder. So now I've got to go to my entertainment folder, which has my Hulu and Netflix and Tubi and all my other garbage in it, right? Okay. And that has really made a thing where now I look at my phone and I don't see it, and so it kind of goes away. It's helped me a lot. All right, now when I got new insurance for the house and the cars, I got State Farm insurance. Okay, State Farm has an app, and it's like a safe driving app. And if you score good on the app, you get a discount on your insurance. That one thing, Travis, has been
you a better driver.
Oh my gosh. I don't speed. My phone stays
10 and 2.
My phone stays put away and locked. I avoid hard braking situations. Like I am. It's amazing. And by the way, 25% discount coming to this guy.
Attaboy. Huh? Attaboy. He just saved $50, folks.
Well, a little bit more than that, unfortunately.
Folks, a reminder that pest control is not seasonal. When the temperatures drop, spiders, cluster flies, and mice head inside looking for warmth because your house is warm. Just remember to protect their homes all winter with Bats and Bugs Pest Solutions. It's your trusted, local, family-owned bug and bat expert. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app. allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
Bad gift giving. It happens to the best of us.
Thanks, I think.
But what if I told you there's a better way? Toss the silly socks and ditch the mediocre mugs, because the Iowa Lottery's gift that keeps on winning is here to save the holidays. Give your loved ones holiday scratch tickets with a chance to win instantly or unwrap your share of $1 million. Say no, no, no to boring presents with the Iowa Lottery this holiday season. Woohoo! Enter and see rules at ialottery.com/VIP.
'Tis the season to share great taste. Grab a refreshing Coca-Cola and make every moment a celebration. Locally made, nationally loved, Coca-Cola is the real deal when it comes to holiday cheer. Whether you're kicking back after the game or hosting the crew, nothing hits like that crisp, fizzy taste. Make this season yours. Grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola today.
With over 260 beers on tap, El Bait Shop isn't just another craft beer bar. It's the best. Beer lovers know. El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd, Des Moines.
There's a new spin on casual dining near Drake University. Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers. Craveable faves, flatbreads, delicious burgers, frozen cocktails, and a crazy cool vibe. Get to Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers today.
Get ready, Des Moines. College basketball is heating up at Casey Center. On December 20th, the Iowa Hawkeyes take on the Bucknell Bison in a non-conference showdown you won't want to miss. Presented by Casey's. Feel the action. Hear the roar. Be there as the new-look Hawkeyes bring the intensity to the capital city. Tickets are going fast. Grab yours now at HiVTix.com and be part of the excitement on December 20th. Iowa versus Bucknell, presented by Casey's. December 20th, only at Casey Center. Be there.
My name's Gary Presnell, and I'm a residential home mortgage banker for Northwest Bank in Des Moines Metro Market. I've been financing people's homes for over 25 years, and I'm an expert in financing VA loans, FHA loans, IFA loans, and new construction homes. This is my cat Norm. Norm knows football, but he doesn't know mortgage, and that's where I come in. There are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Norms out there doing loans. So don't just trust anyone with your home loan. I'm your local, trusted, experienced expert.
Loans. Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Brendan Santone here at Willis Cadillac, wanting to wish you a happy holiday. Over here at the Clive store, we have great incentives on all kinds of different vehicles. There are quite a few that are over the 6,000 pound mark for all you business owners, as well as 2.9% financing up to 60 months on several models. Great lease deals, and like I said, good selection on quite a few different models. Stop over and see us at the Clive location or online at williscadillac.com.
Hey, it's Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. This holiday season, give the gift of sparkle that lasts a lifetime. From our latest designs to timeless favorites, there's something for everyone on your list. Already have a Fiscus diamond? Bring it in and trade up with our 100% trade up program. It's the perfect way to shine a little brighter this year. And if you're dreaming up something custom, get your design started by December 1st for Christmas delivery. Let's make this season magical together. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Looking for the perfect golf escape? Experience links-style golf right here in Ames at Coldwater Golf Links. With rolling fairways, large greens, and unique routing, it's golf the way it's meant to be played. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, you'll love our course's welcoming atmosphere and friendly staff. Grab your clubs, book a tee time, and make every round unforgettable. Coldwater Golf Links, where great golf leads to great memories. Visit coldwatergolf.com to book your round today.
Back to the Rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Even though the Iowa Hawkeyes lost to Iowa State last night, the Hawkeyes are going to be in Des Moines a week from tomorrow, December 20th, to play Bucknell at the Casey Center. You can win tickets from the Rush Radio Show. Just go to therushradio.com. That's therushradio.com. Click on the promotions tab. and register to win. We're going to be giving away those tickets. Today's the last day, folks. It's the last day. So make sure to go to therushradio.com, enter all your information, and we should be able to announce a winner on Monday. Rushradio.com, click on the promo tab, and try to win those tickets to see Iowa play Bucknell. Maury Hanks is going to be joining us on Monday to talk about the game. He's the one who's putting that together. Yeah, so our last time talking to Maury. But, again, you got to watch the Hawks last night, and you get to see him in person at
last night should have helped.
Yes.
It definitely helped with the excitement like Brent was talking about. Even those of us that – and I know Brent was in that same boat of believing in Coach McCollum and rooting for Coach McCollum. There was something happened last night where you went, yeah, all right. These guys can play, and again, more than just Sturts. I'd watched them play all season. Travis, I knew that I really like Fulgaris. I think he's a fun player. There was something else last night. I don't know what it was. Moral victory coming away from that loss.
I think it's one of those things. You watched Iowa State absolutely destroy Purdue at Purdue.
Yeah.
And because we always make assumptions, well, if A happened, then X is going to happen as well. You try to do the math equation, like, there's no way. And then you watch it and you go, oh, what it tells me is that Iowa can play with any team in the country.
And it changed my perception from what happened at Michigan State as well. I walked out of that and went, we're a long ways away.
It actually raises my expectations for this Iowa basketball team this year.
Fair.
And I mean, I watch that and go, okay, my expectations are now higher than they were. They were able to rebound against Michigan State. You take on the number 4 team in the country. You lead by as many as 10. You're in the game. You're within 2. With 3.5 minutes to go. Yeah. And you take the free throws out of it. And you might win that game. So my expectations for Iowa basketball has changed. And that's a good thing because there's been many years we didn't have expectations for Iowa basketball. Right? As long as you have expectations now, that's a good
Great
thing.
way to put it. Great way to put it. You've got hope for every game now.
Exactly. So, again, go to therushradio.com, click on the promo tab, enter. And while you're there, Christmas is right around the corner. You may be cutting it a little bit short, but go to the merch tab. Get somebody in your life some merch that says,
I'm
what?
So far behind, dude.
You're a Rush Radio listener. We got to get some updated designs and stuff like that.
Could we all agree to just kind of it's December 12th today, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow, since it's a Saturday, let's just pause. Let's just keep it December 13th for 4 or 5 days. I give all of us time to get caught up. Can we vote on that or something and just say, hey, we're just going to
freeze time?
We're just going to stop for a couple days and just do a Groundhog Day thing for 4 days.
I'm all done. Are
you really? Well, because the trip was the present.
I made that perfectly clear. This is Christmas. And I tell you what, it was awesome. I know a lot of people thought we were crazy for bringing a 4-month-old. The 4-month-old made the trip. I mean, she was a trooper, and she was absolutely a delight to have around. And there were no family arguments for the entire time we were there. There was one drunken night of heated debate and discussion.
Ooh, politics?
No. Personal feelings, space, my truths.
Oh, ooh.
But wine will do that to you, and it's good. Now,
truth serum.
It kind of, it's just, it's age. You try to portray your wisdom of what life is.
Were you the one that did it?
No. It was my younger people, how they see life. I'm like, that's great. I probably saw it that way too. It's not going to work out that way.
It's not going to work out that way. That's cute.
You don't have to believe me. But,
Jan always used to say, you're going to get mugged by reality.
Yeah, I mean, it happens over time. But, yesterday was a travel day from hell. It really, really was a travel day from hell. And I actually feel sorry for my 4-month-old granddaughter, my daughter Abigail, and her husband Will, because they're not even home yet. They're still in Europe and trying to get out of Europe. I'll get to them in a second because that's why I tweeted at Delta. But let's start with me. and my family. So we have me, Anjanette, Mary, Greta, Lizzie, and Owen. We get to, and Abigail, Will, and Sutton get to the airport at the same time because we're flying out on United. They're flying out on Delta. We leave at 9:45 from Florence. They leave at 9:50. So it was nice timing, and the gates are literally right next to each other. 5 minutes before we were supposed to board, we get a text. Your flight has been canceled.
Canceled?
Canceled.
No delayed?
No delayed. Canceled.
Okay.
Because the plane couldn't get there. It was so foggy in Florence, the plane couldn't get there. Now, in Florence, you have to take a bus out to the tarmac. You don't go through a jetway. You have to get on a bus. Well, our luggage had already been, our 4 pieces of luggage. And again, I want to emphasize, I don't check luggage. I only take a carry-on. But the girls and stuff, they wanted to bring some luggage, so they checked it. Well, we thought they were going to take us out to get the luggage and bring us back to the gate, right? So Owen and I go, okay, let's just go get the luggage. We'll come back. We left all our carry-ons. Well, they just take us in the bus, wrap us around to the carousel, and we can't go back out. So I have to tell Anjanette, hey, you got to carry all the carry-ons, like of 4 people.
Oh, my God.
Now, while we're standing there, United Airlines did a great job and had us rebooked on a new flight almost 5 minutes after the cancellation. Here's the problem, is that I wasn't flying out of Florence. I had to fly out of Bologna. So what you do is you grab your luggage, then you go wait in the lobby for a bus. I had to bus 2 hours with my entire family, not entire because I'm missing 3, Abigail, Will, because they're on a different airline. We have to bus 2 hours through the mountains and to catch another flight to get to Munich. During that time, Abigail, Will, and Sutton have Delta cancel their flight, but don't rebook them on any flight. They don't get them on a bus anywhere. They're like, you're screwed. So Abigail's like, I'm here with a baby. I hear, what do we do? Well, they put him up in a hotel, which I thought that was nice until I saw what the hotel looked like. It was a roach motel. It was bad. I mean, we were worried about bed bugs. They took him a shuttle over there. I said, do you have a shuttle back? They said we did. Well, they went to the front desk. Hey, Delta said you're supposed to call the shuttle. They said, we're not calling a shuttle for you. So they had to figure a way this morning to get back. They got on a flight to Amsterdam this morning. They just got to Amsterdam but missed their connection flight. So now they're in Amsterdam for like a night. They don't get back. We make our flight in Bologna. We fly to Munich, but it's close. We had checked 4 bags. We get on a flight to Chicago. We wait 40 minutes in the international terminal. 40 minutes as just luggage is coming. Last bag off is one of our bags. I'm like, okay, where are the other 3? They didn't make it. They did not make it.
3 of your 4?
3 of the 4 did not make it. I don't know where they're at. And the guy standing there, are you Justice? Yeah, we're Justice. Okay, and he knew which bags didn't make it. But I don't know where they're at. I don't know if they're in Munich.
How does the paperwork make it on the bag, but the bag doesn't make it?
Yeah, because the scans. So he knew, with the barcode, he goes, yeah, these 3 didn't make it. I go, we just had to wait 40 minutes. Our flight, they're boarding in 5 minutes. We're in Chicago is so stupid because you go to Terminal 5, which is the international one. Then you have to recheck your bag. Then you have to go up, take a train over to Terminal 1. And I'm like, okay. And because I've got my family and I've got to be a better example, I've got to hold it together. I'm like, I have got to hold it together. I think Owen was just watching me, waiting for me to just melt down. And I'm walking with a purpose. You think anybody else is walking with a purpose? Owen's walking with a purpose because I think he's like, if I walk with a purpose, I'm going to keep Dad happy. I'm going to keep, the women aren't walking with a purpose. I'm like, I need you all to walk with a purpose. It's not going to get us there any faster. Oh, yes, it is. You walk with a purpose, you're going to get there faster.
I love you so much. This whole story.
So So, and then Lizzie has to get off at a different one because she's flying to San Diego to see her mom. So we get to the flight to Omaha. We're halfway in the air. All of a sudden, I hear this woman behind me going crazy. And
What
I
do you
look
mean?
at, she's going crazy.
She's screaming?
Well, yes. Because the guy next to her, she's with her husband who's on the aisle, the wife is in the middle, and some unknown dude is on the window. Well, some unknown dude either was drunk, stoned, or took an Ambien because he's all over her. I look behind her, and he's like laying on her shoulder, puts his head on her lap, and she's like, what the hell is going on? And so all of a sudden, the flight attendants come over, and they're like shaking him, and he's not moving.
Oh, my
I'm like,
God,
is he dead?
dude.
And he's got earbuds in. And they're like, what? They're like, and so they pull it out, and they're like, sir, you got to get off of her. And so she gets up, she goes, sits next to Owen because he's got a middle open seat. And she's like, the flight attendant's like, sir, you are all over his wife. You cannot do that. We land in Omaha. We're in row 35 of 37. Dude's out like a light. So I get up to the front. I go, you're going to have to go get him. I go, I would call the cops, but that's me. But I go, he's not moving. And I go, I wouldn't be surprised if he has to stay the night on the plane. It's that bad. So then, when we got to Chicago, Mary had to go catch a flight to New Orleans. And all of a sudden, we're getting text. I'm on the flight from hell. She's in the middle seat of a packed flight. She goes, I got a guy next to me that all he's doing is farting. Just farting the whole time. And she goes, the guy on the window is a straight up alcoholic. I go, we're like, what do you mean alcoholic? He's literally, he smells of just bad cologne. Yeah. He's had like 3 double whiskeys. And then, how do you know you're an alcoholic? He pulls out the Listerine and just drinks the Listerine.
Oh, my gosh.
So she goes, I've got farts on one side. I've got double bourbons and Listerine on the other. And they both, like, used the elbow room and, like, leaned into her. They just kind of, like.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh.
No. And so then I got Abigail texting me going, we're stranded. And, I'm now thousands of miles away from home. I'm like, I can't do anything. I just feel bad because I don't think they have much money. We gave them all the euros that we had left. And so she just got to Amsterdam, but they missed their connector. Oh. And I told her, I said, hey,
dude,
would you just tell them you don't need to go to Atlanta? You'll go to Detroit. You'll go to Minneapolis. You just need to get to Memphis somehow. This stuff always happens to me. I don't understand.
Maybe we should. I mean, I listen, a lot to unpack there. All right. I would love to go back through that story and just point out all the psychology that happened.
Hold on,
in there.
before you get into that, the reason I tweeted at Delta is that they put her up in this crappy motel. Think of the worst motel in Des Moines, and this might be it, right? You don't send a shuttle to pick them up. All you give them is a $30 food voucher, $10 for each person, and a hotel room, and you're not giving them any other money or compensation. You've got to be kidding me, right? And then when my daughter calls, all they say is, sorry, we can't help you. Sorry, no. And then they're like, well, how would you like a full refund on your flight? We'll just cancel the whole thing. I'm like, Abigail, don't do that. I go, if you do that, then you got to pay for a ticket. I said, stay on that flight, get to wherever you got to go, and make them continue to book you and make them continue to put you up if that's the case. I just feel sorry for them because they've got a lot of luggage and they've got a 4-month-old baby and they got a baby. Now, you'll look back at this sometime in 3 twin beds. Yeah, there's Abigail right now. 3 twin beds. 3 twin beds. So she's stranded in Amsterdam right now going, I think I'll just watch the show.
Well, thanks for that, Abigail. Sorry you're going through this.
So I tweeted at Delta last night, man, your customer service is horrible. How does Delta not rebook anybody on a flight? But they had 6 of us rebooked within 5 minutes. Now, I had to get on a bus. I had to go to Bologna, but they had it all taken care of within 5 minutes electronically. How can Delta not do something like that? And look she's waiting in line because I guarantee other people missed their flight because everybody got canceled yesterday.
So, and I'm going to maybe try to pick on you a little bit here. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe there's something in how you're booking your flights on top of each other, or I don't know. I mean, because again, you have it every time you travel.
Ross,
I said it yesterday. I'm like, I can't wait. Every time he comes back, it's like a Louis C.K. bit.
Ross, yesterday is the first time I've booked direct through the airlines. Usually I book through Expedia, right? And I actually built in longer layovers knowing that we'd have a number of people. It's the first time I've had like this long of layovers that turned into no layovers whatsoever because I had to take a 2-hour bus. Imagine your flight got canceled in Des Moines and go, hey, we're going to put you on a bus drive you to Omaha. We're going to put you on a bus drive you to Kansas City to get out. You'd be like, okay, I'm losing precious time here. Mine worked out.
Irish Hawk has it nailed. They should have walked with more purpose.
Exactly. You need to walk with a purpose in an airport.
That whole part of the story right there. Okay, we can just zero in for a moment. And maybe I wish we could go back and replay it. You nailed it. You know why Owen was walking with a purpose?
To calm me down?
To appease you. Yep. Because he knew if I walk in this certain way, if I act like I'm as angry as Dad is.
I wasn't walking angry. I'm just like, hey.
But do you see the gray line between where you were and
the gray line?
Angry?
I see the gray line.
I love it. I love it so much. That whole story was just quintessential.
Now, I'm lucky to be home, right? I'm lucky to be home. I get that. I just feel sorry for my daughter, my son-in-law, and my granddaughter. Abigail, I pushed a stroller with a purpose.
Yes. Good thing you did, because imagine how angry he would have been if you wouldn't have.
Okay, I'm going to come off really bad now because I forgot about this one.
This is great.
Screw the People with Disabilities Act.
Jesus.
What? I'm sitting in the Florence airport yesterday. We're waiting to get on a bus. We're like, and we missed the first because there's so many people. They had to take 2 buses. We got to the line. They're like, you're on bus number 2. So we're getting ready to board. They're like, oh, sorry, I got to go take care of somebody in a wheelchair. I'm like, I don't care about said person in a wheelchair. I don't. I'm going to go get on the bus and go because I've got to hit a flight. Sorry she's fat. Sorry she needs to be pushed around. It's not my problem. Just saying. Didn't mean to come off insensitive.
Well, I got bad news for you, brother.
Abigail told me it was either in the Detroit airport or the Amsterdam airport. They don't even have like people to push around in a wheelchair anymore. They're all robotic. So they get you and like so it controls the pace, controls everything. And just like has a little horn when it's going to, you know how you see people push?
Yeah.
They don't have pushers anymore. It's all robotic. Knows what gate you're going to and just.
Abigail says that was in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Ah.
Come on. You've been to the Iowa State Fair. Do you like all the scooters?
No.
No, you don't.
What's
the first thought that goes to your head when you see all the scooters?
You tell me what your first thought is.
Get off your ass.
My first thought is, it never was until these last couple of years. My first thought now, am I frozen?
No, you're there.
My first thought now is, do you need that? Do you need that? That's my first thought anymore. My first thought when I see a person standing on the side of the road on one of the interstate exits is, do you need to be there? It's horrible, horrible reaction to people in need. Just like saying, screw the Americans with Disabilities Act.
I know that's being a little insensitive and I'm being a little bit hyperbolic there, but when it becomes a major inconvenience to somebody else, you should.
The fair one is a great example of it, Trav, where it absolutely gets abused. You see people that just rent those things because it's an easier, lazier way to get around the fair, and that people pulling up to those on the curb and then getting out and walking up. I'm like, yeah, it's not what that's for.
I know. Again, I'm insensitive because it's the heat of the moment, right? Because I'm being inconvenienced. I need to get on a bus, and I got to wait for you. And then why does it always take longer to explain something to somebody? I'm like, you're having this like 10-minute conversation. How can it be like, can we just go get you on the bus and let's go? I'm going to wheel you out of here. Don't ask a million questions. Either you're going to get on the bus or you're not going to get on the bus. And I don't know how and by the way, buses aren't, like I would say, wheelchair accessible, at least not in Italy. You know, they don't have the
ramp.
They don't no ramp there. It's like a 45-degree grade trying to get up those stairs.
This is what us common folk go through every time we go to the airport. You have, the problem is you have the perspective of private jet life.
That's true. It's been a while.
And then you have to be down with us unwashed folk, and it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right.
Oh man, I don't mean. I just had to get that off my chest this morning,
buddy. That was
just saying.
quintessential Travis traveling story right there. Perfect. I'm not kidding you. I told you this. I had several people say to me, "Man, he looks really happy." I said, "He is."
Oh, I'm happy.
He's got his whole tribe together. No, you did look happy. I didn't. Nobody's saying you do look happy. Is that you did.
The good thing is, though, you know, my daughter's about to be 30 years old, and you don't stop worrying about him, right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out, do I worry about my granddaughter more at this point than I do my daughter? Because I was like, oh, you're an adult, handle this stuff, but make sure that baby's okay. But you just wish you could be there. Because if you don't travel a lot, you don't experience this a lot, you don't know how to handle it, and then you got people in a foreign country just treating you like, oh, we can take advantage of these people. They don't know what we're saying. Hey, don't forget that here in Iowa we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn benefits the entire state. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our family, and provides homegrown, clean-burning, unleaded 88 for our vehicles. Pump it up with unleaded 88. Go to iowacorn.org to learn more. When we come back, the Iowa Lottery Weekly Woohoo!
Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
It is the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
Bad gift giving. It happens to the best of us.
Thanks, I think.
But what if I told you there's a better way? Toss the silly socks and ditch the mediocre mugs, because the Iowa Lottery's gift that keeps on winning is here to save the holidays. Give your loved ones holiday scratch tickets with a chance to win instantly or unwrap your share of $1 million. Say no, no, no to boring presents with the Iowa Lottery this holiday season. Woohoo! Enter and see rules at ialottery.com/VIP.
Your house wasn't built for bats, birds, or raccoons, but try telling them that. At Bats and Bugs Pest Solutions, we've been helping Iowans take back their homes for over 20 years. We use cost-effective, eco-friendly methods to solve wildlife and pest problems the right way. Whether it's bats in your attic, birds in the vents, raccoons in your chimney, or moles in your yard, we have long-term solutions. Call Bats and Bugs Pest Solutions today at 515-218-3400, and let's make sure your home doesn't become their home.
There's more Iowa in the Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
There's always something new at Fong's Pizza and an ever-changing menu of tiki drinks. Or try our new noodle dishes alongside your favorite slice. It's all happening at the new Fong's in the East Village.
Thinking about buying a home? Get pre-approved in 30 minutes with Gary Presnell at Northwest Bank in Des Moines. Gary offers first-time home buyers programs, VA, FHA, IFA, and conventional loans. Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
You know, Brian, at Central City, we really do have the best selection around.
I know. High-quality stuff you can't find anywhere else.
Whistle Pig Plantation Rum.
Yeah, and over 150 of the best scotches on earth.
And a ton of bitters, mixers, and more.
You know what we are? High class.
Definitely high class, yeah.
Make way for the natty.
Okay, maybe medium class.
Central City Liquor is home of the 10% cash coupon.
And the Wooden Nickel program.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
This time of year, the roads we travel mean more than ever. They bring us closer to family, to friends, to moments that truly matter. At Willis Chevrolet, we're grateful for every journey you've taken with us. Thank you for trusting us to help you get there. Your loyalty, your stories, your smile, that's what drives us every day to do the best job possible. For the month of December, mention to your service advisor, Adam or Randall, that you've seen this ad, and you can get $20 off any service of your choice. Happy holidays from Willis Chevrolet. Here's to safe travels, warm memories, and the road ahead.
For the holidays, bring real taste to the table with Gold Peak Real Brewed Tea. Made with real tea leaves and real cane sugar, Gold Peak delivers a golden, brewed for taste flavor that makes every moment more meaningful. Whether you're gathering with family or friends, celebrate the moments that matter the most, because real connections deserve real refreshment. For your upcoming holiday celebrations, choose Gold Peak Tea and bring real taste to the table.
Like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. On the Rush, we talk winning, and nobody wins like Willis Automotive. From luxury to everyday dependability, Willis has the ride that fits your lifestyle. Stop by Willis in Des Moines and experience the Willis way. Exceptional service, unmatched selection, and people who truly care. If you're listening on the auto stream at therushladio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. If you're watching on YouTube this morning, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and give this video a like and start leaving your comments in the comments section. I'm Travis Justice. That man right there is Ross Peterson.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey. I saw a couple things up there that I wanted to put up there. Somebody said that being angry actually calms me down.
Yeah. Sometimes it does.
There might be some truth to that.
I think that man, Trav, you're in this way. Talking about our problems helps us. It helps us to like process them in some way.
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't that way, but I think most people are. When you just start talking about things, it helps to have a friend to either say, hey man, I get it, or to laugh at you, or to tell you where you're being silly. And that's, again, it comes back to that coffee club therapy session that you and I have with each other.
Now, Jolie, and I was looking for it, I can't find it. But she said, you know, Trav, hearing that story makes me not want to travel internationally. Do not let me hold you from traveling internationally. It will change your life.
Travis could travel to Lincoln, and he's going to have a story about it.
I lost
okay?
you. I
You
lost
me.
you.
Oh,
yeah, I
no.
lost you. I don't know where you went.
Hello.
That's weird, right? I just lost
check
Ross.
1 2. Am I there
Where the hell
yet?
did Ross go?
Where did I go? What the hell is happening here? Stage and add me to stage. Did that do anything at all? Now I've lost you. Check 1 2. I can't hear you at all. Uh-oh. The Travis went away. I don't know if you guys can hear me. There's Travis again. Let's see. Can hear Ross. Okay. Travis, you're back. I can't hear you. Travis is good. No volume. They got me. They don't have you, brother. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Irish Hawk says maybe he should start walking with a purpose. Yeah, he's good. I guarantee you, Travis is going to start moving with a purpose. That's for sure. He's getting. I can see him getting animated. Something. Yeah. If you're gonna have to buzz Owen or something to figure it out. He'll check out for a little while. No problem. I don't have access to the phone lines, guys, so we can't start the weekly woohoo yet. We can chat about a few things. One of the things that I have tried to keep you guys up to speed on. I don't know how much you guys cared about. It doesn't seem like a lot of people cared about the NASCAR lawsuit thing that was going down. They ended up settling this. So they had a lot of time, and this thing's been going on for like 16 months. They had a lot of opportunities to settle this thing and couldn't figure it out. And it initially started, as I've talked about, with two different like causes in the lawsuit. And I got all the legal language wrong here, so give me a lot of artistic freedom here, all right? The first part of the lawsuit was, is NASCAR a monopoly? And then the second part of the lawsuit was, do they abuse that monopoly? Because it's not like technically illegal to be a monopoly. It's just illegal because of the Sherman Act, the Sherman Antitrust Act. It's illegal to abuse the rights of a monopoly. Okay? So right away, NASCAR tried to fight and say, first of all, not only are we not a monopoly, it's so egregious, just dismiss this thing. Judge looked at it and said, we will use your language, NASCAR, that you provided to prove that you are a monopoly. So count one, done. Before they even went to trial and got near to where they got here, count one was done. NASCAR is a monopoly. It's a family-owned and operated sport, which a lot of people also are just kind of like unaware of how monopoly or how NASCAR works out. Give me 1 second here. I apologize. So the France family is the family that owns NASCAR. They are one of the Frances, their grandpa, I believe, the gentleman that's there now.
Do you have me now?
I got you there. Yeah.
My thing. Remember that day it froze up?
Yeah.
It like totally disconnects me. That's a weird thing.
Let's do this. How about that?
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at you. I apologize, folks. I apologize.
You're fine.
This is the gods because I picked on people with disabilities coming back to get me.
I mean,
it's karma. It's karma.
You saw me
It
duck
exists.
out of the way of it. I tried to avoid it. that somebody wrote that very early on when you were bitching about all of your flights. They wrote, "This is all just karma for him."
Yeah, it is. It's karma. I totally get it.
So hey, real
I
quick,
appreciate
I'll wrap up what I was talking about because
Okay.
I was very quickly, the NASCAR lawsuit, which it doesn't seem like a lot of people ever really cared about, Travis. It settled yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They came to a settlement. Now they had, again, 16 months to try to figure this thing out. They didn't figure it out. They could have settled it right before the trial went to court. This was their last opportunity to settle because the prosecution rested yesterday. Am I getting the days right here? Anyway, the prosecution rested. They've got that final break before the defense presents their case. And that was when they finally
happened?
agreed to the settlement. Well, we don't the details of it. I mean, again, Trav, I should have tried to read up on this a little bit more
I would
to see
say
if I
this,
could
if they
get any of
settled,
the details of it. But I will go ahead.
I'd say my gut instinct, I haven't read about it. My gut instinct, if they settled, that tells me that NASCAR didn't think it was going to win.
And Trav, it is weird how they waited this long because all the dirt's out now. Like the curtain has been pulled back. Everybody now knows. And dude from Iowa wrote, the most important part of this was the thing called permanent charters. Again, I as a NASCAR fan, if you were to poll sports fans, I'm in the top 50% of NASCAR fans, meaning I do like races. I go to NASCAR events. I know some of the drivers. I loved Dale Earnhardt when I was a kid, right? This is something I didn't even understand about NASCAR, how the team structure all worked with this charter system. I'd never really cared about the behind-the-scenes business. So basically, Trav, there are no franchises. Well, now there will be. Now, if NASCAR giving up the permanent charters, it's basically like a franchise, okay? Imagine if every couple of years the Bears had to basically reapply to be the Bears. You'd be like, what? What happens if they piss off? Who are they negotiating with? Roger Goodell? Well, imagine if Roger Goodell's family owned the NFL. And imagine if Roger Goodell sent an email to the Bears. Hey, I know we've been negotiating back and forth on this huge contract and your franchise. You have about 3 hours to sign this document or else you're going to lose it. That's what this all boiled. That's sort of how this thing all came about. It was an email like that. And so that's when Jordan finally pushed back and said, we're going to take this thing to court. Fought it all the way to the finish line. And finally, NASCAR seemed to scream mercy because that was the biggest thing they were fighting about with the permanent charters.
Do you know why fans don't care about this? It's because all they want to do is see cars turn left. They want to see their favorite drivers, and they don't understand the money part of it. They don't really care about the money part of it.
They don't want to see millionaires fight with billionaires.
It's kind of like strikes in the WNBA that's a possibility, or Major League Baseball. We as fans just want to watch competition.
Yeah.
You're all making a lot. No, I think we all agree the WNBA players should make more money, but we also understand that business model is not as established as the NBA, Major League Baseball, National Football League. You can't go, well, we should be compensated or even run like the NBA. You're not there yet. You're 20 years away from that. But fans, they don't like getting caught up in this because we're the ones who suffer. We are the ones who suffer.
Dude, Burger McChick. Someday, Burger McChick, when I meet you, him or her, whatever you are, Burger McChick, I'm okay with. I hope you say hi. You nailed it here. Nobody wants to see the sausage made. That perfect. And you could apply that to so many things.
All right, it is time for. Oh, where'd that go?
You see, this is one thing you didn't send me was the weekly woohoo. Was the woohoo?
Oh, there it is. There There it is. 515-517-2303. It's time for the weekly woohoo from the Iowa Lottery, which is celebrating the holidays with a gift that keeps on winning promotion, and you could win some scratch tickets to go along with it. Call in now to tell us something that made you go woohoo, and we take boohoos as well, and you could win an Iowa Lottery prize pack worth $90.
We had a good ones last week.
Prize pack includes a lineup of Holly Jolly holiday-themed scratch tickets, 7 holiday scratch games, and 2 Instaplay tickets are part of the Play It Again promotion called The Gift That Keeps On Winning. You must be a VIP club member to enter your non-winning tickets into this promotion. If you're not a VIP, sign up for free today at iowalottery.com/VIP. So again, it's time for the weekly. Woo-hoo! So now is the time to call it 515-517-2303.
That last week's winner would have fit well in with your theme for the for the last half hour. And that is Kevin called in. We had 3 people that called in. One of them was Nick. You nailed it. You said something about how Nick must have won a bet because he gave us he put some money on the YouTube account, right, to help fund the Miller mission, whatever we call it. And you joked and said, "Oh, he must have won a bet last night." He called in and said, "Yeah, I did win a bet." So that was his big woohoo. The guy who won was our buddy Kevin, who had gone to basically had a travel nightmare like you did, right? But our third caller was Mike. And if I could have a weekly woohoo right now, it might actually be to recall back to last week when Mike called in because, I remember what it was. Kevin's flight got canceled because the airplane didn't have the right flashlight. Like that didn't make sense to anybody. What are you talking about? Mike called in. Mike says, "Hey, I'm a pilot." Kevin's absolutely right. All these planes have to fly with very specific equipment. If they don't have the exact right flashlights, they can't take off. There was batteries for a flashlight in this particular case. We asked Mike, "What's the weirdest thing that you couldn't take off without?" And he said the pin inside of a fire extinguisher was missing one time. And yeah, Burger McChick's right. The batteries were there and working. They were just expired. And because the batteries were expired, the plane couldn't take off. So anyway, then at the end of his phone call, he says, "By the way, Ross, I used to work for a weather modification company up in South Dakota.
Your conspiracy theories become true."
I say, "What now?" You say, "What now?" So anyway, another woohoo for me would be Justin. Justin kicked ass for us this week. I thought he was. We had a lot of fun. So
yeah, he's going to come on at 7:50 to tell us how we screwed up or if we didn't screw up. And you're right. And I need him to actually fill in on Thursday for me. I've got a work thing that I've got to do. So I know I can't get out of it. I try, but when the boss man says, "Hey, you got to do this," I got to do it. Are you
just here for the zip line?
I'm just here for the zip line, man. That's all I'm here. 515-517-2303. Again, you get a $90 prize back from the Iowa Lottery. So if you have a woohoo or a boohoo, let us know. The lines are open. I know who's a boohoo, and that would be Sharon Moore.
Oh, dude.
Buddy. Oh, buddy.
Dude. Just tragic situation, man. Tragic situation. This guy's got kids, and I'm not saying he's the victim in any way here. In any way, there's a lot. It's such a sad deal, man. Such a sad deal.
It's coming out now that he went to a Diddy party at the Kentucky Derby back in 2018. Outkick went through his Instagram followers or who he follows. A lot of OnlyFans models, a lot of college age girls. An OnlyFans model has come out and said, "Yeah, he slipped into my DMs. This is not very surprising."
See, I never know I see this stuff, Trav, and I never know what to believe of it. I never like this is the problem with the internet and the problem with how we get our news now. Like it's hard to get a feel. Like it's hard to source stuff sometimes. That's what I'm looking to say.
Yeah.
Man. So yeah, last night the story that I've heard, and you tell me if what you heard. So he got this staffer pregnant, right?
Oh, I did not hear that part.
Didn't know that part. Okay, apparently he had an inappropriate relationship with a staffer, and was fired for that, and then went home, got into an altercation with his wife. That went again. This is all the stuff that I read. I have no idea if this stuff is right or not. I know it ends. I know it's tragic because man, it's people. So anyway, he goes home from the story I heard or can recall. Give me all sorts of leeway here. Goes home, gets into an altercation with his wife. Somehow it gets obviously what gets brought up is the relationship with the staffer that caused his firing. He then goes to the staffer's house where he has a knife and is threatening her and threatening to take his own life. And then he drives away, but the wife has his phone location, so she's able to tell the cops. And then that's where how they're able to track him down inside of a church parking lot. And
I mean, he had the 911 tape says he's got like a knife to his throat. He was suicidal.
Man.
It's crazy.
Had a beautiful family, man. Had a beautiful family.
And, he was hired at what age? 36, 37? Is this what money and power does to you? Or is it always kind of innate that I'm just asking, you're famous, you start thinking you can do anything you want. And it happens at various scales.
I mean, Trav, I think it happens to men and women. Not like women are immune to this stuff. Money and power. I don't know. Opportunity. We all fall short. That thing I've been battling in my head. We all fall short.
Frankie says, classic narcissistic behavior. Lose control and your world crumbles. Trust me, I know. I know probably more than most. And I fight being a narcissist a lot. I have a lot of narcissistic tendencies. I don't know if that's a learned behavior, my childhood. I don't know where it comes from, but I am borderline narcissistic. I do not deny that. I hope people don't call me a scumbag, but
there, man, there's a time. He's how old?
He's what, 38 now, or 38 or 40? Because I think he was hired at age 38.
Old enough to know better.
Yeah. Yeah, but what happens is until you get caught, you don't learn from it. Because as long as you get away with it, it's normalized.
When you get caught and there's not a strong enough punishment, dude. We all know a rock bottom or know somebody who's been at a rock bottom, and it takes a long time to get there. That's why, again, he's not the victim in this thing at all. He made some really bad decisions, and he is in the exact spot that all of his decisions have led him to Plinko to.
Do you think it's a case that Michigan didn't do, when you hire an offensive coordinator or an assistant coach like Jim Harbaugh did, you just kind of come through the ranks. You don't get to, you're probably not doing as much vetting as you would for a head coach. They just gave him...
That I don't know, Trav.
Here's the crazy part is I was watching Scott Van Pelt the other night, and all of a sudden they're like, this is like the worst kept secret in college football, that everybody knew this was going on. I'd never heard this, but we don't follow Michigan on a regular basis. We're not in their chat rooms and hearing about all this. But now it's like, this is the worst kept secret in college football. Everybody knew what Sherrone Moore was.
I mean, now again, to that internet news thing, like I had seen stuff of him having with some, and I don't know again if she's an OnlyFans model or if it was But I never know what's true. You never know. And you see that stuff, Donald Trump and Caitlin Clark unveil statue at, and you're like, what? She's wearing a shirt that says fever.
AI's crazy, man.
She's wearing her jersey and he's a suit, and people are like, look at how amazing. Caitlin Clark is buying schools for babies. So, dude, I had heard when Scott Van Pelt says everybody knew about this. This is the worst kept secret. I don't even know exactly the timeline of how things shook out. If everybody knew for a long time, then why did Michigan wait so long to fire the guy? Because again, the way I understand it was that he's fired. He goes home. There's an altercation with his wife. Then there's an altercation with the other. Man.
Now, the reports are they did an investigation early in the fall. They could not find enough credible evidence. And then something popped up that went, oh, we got him. And they fired him with cause.
Yeah, because, he saw. I mean, immediately saw that he was fired with cause.
Yeah. How long does it take for Michigan to rebound from this? I mean, Michigan fans were all over Mel Tucker. They were all over Mel Tucker at Michigan State.
Dude,
this is why you
glass
don't cast
houses, dude.
Yeah, and I'm guilty of it. I'll throw them
right, exactly. Everybody chill out. Chill them out. It is glass. We are all in glass houses. And it doesn't mean we can't have conversations about the things. What I mean, like, this is why you should be careful with we do things the right way. Man, we are all one. It is Jekyll and Hyde inside every single freaking one of us. It is Jekyll and Hyde.
515-517-2303. We got a weekly woohoo from Charlie. Charlie, what is your weekly woohoo?
Just a Hawkeye fan about calling in. We may have lost the game, but we still have hope now. So hoping that plays out for the rest of the year.
I like that. That's a good way to put that. Yeah. I hate the moral victory thing, Charlie, but last night as a Hawkeye fan was a moral victory. The Hawkeyes looked like a much better basketball team than they did against Michigan State, which is the best two examples we have of really elite competition. Iowa State's fantastic. Thanks, Charlie. Oh.
Yep.
See you, bud. Trav, we lost you again. We lost you again, buddy. That's okay. Do whatever reset magic you have. Kluver's ready to go for us. All right, we'll take a timeout. Are you ready to go on the media stuff? Okay. I can't hear you at all, so I am just going to act like you know that we're getting ready to fire it off. And when we get back, we'll have Tyler Kluver help us wrap up what's been a pretty wild, unpredictable, fun, weird week. Glad you've been around with us here. He sent me a private chat. Let's make sure he went, me do that so that you make sure. Okay, glad you said that. All right. When we get back, Tyler Kluver to help us wrap up what's been a fun week here on The Rush. TheRushRadio.com, powered by Willis Automotive.
For the holidays, bring real taste to the table with Gold Peak Real Brewed Tea. Made with real tea leaves and real cane sugar, Gold Peak delivers a golden, brewed for taste flavor that makes every moment more meaningful. Whether you're gathering with family or friends, celebrate the moments that matter the most, because real connections deserve real refreshment. For your upcoming holiday celebrations, choose Gold Peak Tea and bring real taste to the table.
Bad gift giving. It happens to the best of us.
Thanks, I think.
But what if I told you there's a better way? Toss the silly socks and ditch the mediocre mugs, because the Iowa Lottery's gift that keeps on winning is here to save the holidays. Give your loved ones holiday scratch tickets with a chance to win instantly or unwrap your share of $1 million. Say no, no, no to boring presents with the Iowa Lottery this holiday season.
Woohoo!
Enter and see rules at ialottery.com/VIP.
House wasn't built for bats, birds, or raccoons, but try telling them that. At Bats and Bugs Pest Solutions, we've been helping Iowans take back their homes for over 20 years. We use cost-effective, eco-friendly methods to solve wildlife and pest problems the right way. Whether it's bats in your attic, birds in the vents, raccoons in your chimney, or moles in your yard, we have long-term solutions. Call Bats and Bugs Pest Solutions today at 515-218-3400, and let's make sure your home doesn't become their home.
Hey everybody, Mason Miller, sales manager out here at Willis Infinity, and I'm excited to announce with the holidays here, so are some exciting deals. Right now, this month, get a brand new 2026 QX60 for as low as 1.9% out to 60 months, or utilize the $5,000 in retail cash that they're offering. On top of that, this month, we're also doing 2.9 for 60 on the brand new 2026 QX80 and $7,000 in retail cash. For more information, stop by our showroom or visit us online at willisinfinity.com.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Hey, it's Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. This holiday season, give the gift of sparkle that lasts a lifetime. From our latest designs to timeless favorites, there's something for everyone on your list. Already have a Fiscus diamond? Bring it in and trade up with our 100% trade up program. It's the perfect way to shine a little brighter this year. And if you're dreaming up something custom, get your design started by December 1st for Christmas delivery. Let's make this season magical together. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
The largest selection of German beer in the world? You'll find it at the Hessen House. From Doppelbocks to Oktoberfest to Hefeweizens and Dunkels, there's no passport needed for the deliciously different beer and food at the Hessen House. So grab your friends and make it a fun night out. The Hessen House, 4th and Court, Des Moines.
You know, Brian, at Central City, we really do have the best selection around.
I know, high quality stuff you can't find anywhere else.
Whistle Pig Plantation Rum.
Yeah, and over 150 of the best scotches on earth.
And a ton of bitters, mixers, and more.
You know what we are? High class.
Definitely high class, yeah. Make way for the natty.
Okay, maybe medium class.
Central City Liquor is home of the 10% cash coupon.
And the Wooden Nickel program.
Hi, it's Marion with Willis. It's going to be that time of year where everyone's driving to see their families for the holidays, and in order to see your family, you have to see the road. And you can't see the road with old wiper blades. And right now, for the month of December, we're offering $10 off a set of wiper blades with the purchase of an oil change. Give us a call or schedule online at LandRoverDesMoines.com.
Back like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Can you hear me?
What do you say?
Can you hear me?
What's that?
Shut up. Just shut up.
What happened?
Well, you know,
Kluver. Bring Kluver in before you tell us this story. Bring Kluver on. What's up, buddy?
Hey.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
We got you. We got you.
Oh,
Oh, good. We don't need Travis then. Get the
There's not a technical issue because Travis, what happened?
Well, I've got a lot of phlegm in my mouth, and I'm not used to this new board that I have.
Yeah, you do.
And with this new board, when I hit the mute button, I can still hear the microphone. In my old one, if you hit mute, it muted everything, right? You knew you weren't on. So when I went to cough and do a hack a loogie in my mouth, I just hit the off button, and I couldn't hear myself, or I could hear myself because I'm like, I hear you, I see you. And it was user error because I'm an idiot.
So you muted yourself and forgot to unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Travis Justice, a true professional.
That's right.
40 years in the business.
Nothing.
Real gold brew peak tea. I'm muted on a Friday.
Well, hold on. My board does something too that maybe is more appropriate for this. I think what you meant to do there was this number.
I have a soundboard too that I can play.
Yeah.
I have a clip from Coach Ferentz saying that everybody wanted to kill me.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So maybe you guys can hear. Everybody want to hear it?
Sure.
You think you can hear this? Hold on.
Well, if it's coming,
idea that you could catch the ball.
You know, quite frankly, I was more worried about the throw than the catch. I felt pretty good about Kluver. You know, he's a senior, and everybody wanted to kill Kluver his first year when he was on campus. Now everybody loves him, so he's really growing over 5
everybody
years.
wanted to kill you.
This was a tough week.
That's true too. They didn't want to kill him.
That's true. He says he reiterated it. I love it.
He went back in.
No, that's true.
He went back in.
You guys laughed at that like I was being funny. No, guys hated him.
Somebody tried to come back with another question seriously. Like, all right, we'll move on. We'll move on. No, like they wanted to kill him.
I want everybody to get this right. Slow down.
Unbelievable.
What do you think of all this Michigan mess, man? When you start hearing about things about doing the right things, running a program with class, and we kind of go, "Oh, that's coach speak." That's just. Then when something bad happens, you're like, "Glad that's not us. Glad we run a program with class. Glad we stay out of trouble."
Yeah. There's this isn't like, because it's sports and it has to do with like the universities and it's such in the public light. That's why we make a big deal out of it. But like, all three of us probably know 5 other people that have been they work in an office, and it's like, hey, you know Jimmy and Sally.
Dude, I worked in a call center. Basically, it was unreal.
Yeah.
It was it was the pits of hell.
Well, hold on. You've been to a CrossFit gym. Those are those CrossFit gyms are the cesspool of cheating.
That's just not.
True.
There's an overestimation there. There really is. And that's not, I don't even care. I don't even go to a CrossFit gym. My CrossFit gym is my garage, which I'm going to spend a lot of time in today.
Because you're like, you know what? You got there and went, this isn't for me. I like the workouts, but this incestuous.
No, because I'm a guy too, Travis.
The cult side of it.
There's I like looking too. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't. Here's the deal. Like Sharon Moore, instead of following the OnlyFans models, don't follow them. Just see their pictures if there's one you like.
Yeah,
Travis has this down to a science. Everybody needs the playbook on how to.
Absolutely.
It's human nature to be like to notice attractiveness and all these things. CrossFit gym, call center, whatever it may be. Like, it is what it is. I think people would be surprised, specifically in this instance, of how often this exact situation is probably going on to some varying level in college programs.
Everywhere, brother. Everywhere.
That person, I don't know all the details of how old the female is, the girl, but there's they hire student women students to do recruiting. Like, they're not dumb, like they're not stupid. Like,
oh yeah. And they're hot. And by the way, they're hot. They're not.
Some are hot, right? Like, it's not on the job description when you're hiring, but like, they're not dumb. Like, at the front desk of right today, you could go into the Iowa Football Center or facility, and at the front desk, before you get back to the coach's offices, there's a 22-year-old attractive female working at the front desk, and there's 8 of those girls, and I don't know what their title is, but they were there every year that I was there. When I was being recruited, they help on recruiting game days. They take people on tours. They work the front desk when the recruits check in. We're selling something, right? We're selling something. The college experience for these recruits. Maybe they don't need them now because they're like, hey, we got $200,000. Who cares about women? And so, like, they have these girls in every program, and there were, like, not that it ever happened to this extent, but like, there were girls at Iowa when we were there where all the players were like, come on, you hear about so-and-so, what she did over the weekend? Yeah, she's working the front desk right now. So it's just like, it is what it is. The stuff that happened afterwards, the crash out by the supposed crash out by Sharon Moore.
Dude.
Crazy.
Sad, man.
That shit is crazy. But that's sort of I mean, not that doesn't happen every day too. I mean, the mental health of society at this point is in a real bad spot. But
well,
yeah.
and where he's mentally screwed is he knows he blew up his world and he'll never coach again. Right? I mean, not at this level ever. I mean,
no.
Mel Tucker's never going to coach again, and Sharon Moore's not going to.
They're having some issues up there in the Mitten State.
Yeah, the Mitten State.
Back to CrossFit though, huh? What are you guys doing for a workout today?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I'll get in enough for all three of us.
I'll tell you something I did that maybe you'll laugh at. It's a tiny step. So I do have a membership to a gym, and I've been going as often as I can, which is not nearly enough. Okay, but
you don't have to justify it to me.
I get,
Ross.
I'm trying. I really am. I'm trying to get there as often as I can because I want to look better and I want to be more physically fit and all that. I used to do push-ups right here in my studio when we did this show in the mornings.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do push-ups and just air squats every morning, and man, felt better, looked better. All this stuff. Well, one of my excuses that I've been throwing at myself is I took out the carpet and rugs in here, and I've been kind of slowly remodeling this area as I have dollars to do it.
Sure.
And one of my excuses lately has been, it's just uncomfortable.
Sure.
I don't have a soft spot to do my push-ups. I swear to God. So
yeah.
I was walking around Costco the other day, and I saw some of those the rubber mat puzzle piece squares that you put together, right?
Yep.
And I bought one of those. So
love that.
I put a little space here for myself to at least remove the excuse of I don't have a soft spot for my hands.
Yeah. So for the psychological aspect of that is for people unlike me, which is like 99% of people who don't get a true joy out of working out. I've told you guys that I'm a psychopath. Like last night, the last thing I do before I go to sleep is I'm looking at my workout or really the training, the list of training pieces I have for today, because there will be a lot of them. And most people are like, oh my God, I don't want to think about working out until I get halfway into it. So it's an elimination of resistance. You're just solving for resistance, right?
Yeah.
And as minimal resistance as you can get to the process of you completing a workout, the more likely you are to be consistent.
I like it.
And so, resistance could be a drive to the gym. How long is your drive? That's why I think a home gym is like that. That eliminates a major excuse, right? If you don't have to drive somewhere, get in the car, take time out of your day. It's huge, right?
Sure. Sure. I mean,
other things like that, a soft spot to do some.
I used to have equipment here. I just looked at it, just collected dust. I actually went and purchased
built a gym in the basement.
Well, you had other resistances, Trav.
Yes, I did. Like I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I get it. Again, I'll do enough for all three of us today. It's okay.
That's good.
Thank you.
I'll be thinking about it.
That'll make me feel better.
I'll send you guys a picture.
As I look at my gut tonight, I'll go, oh, that's okay. Kluver did pull-ups.
So it's there are pull-ups today. The fun part is for me. The fun part is for me is I look at that resistance because my resistance is my gym's in the garage, and I don't know, it's not super cold today, but like yesterday the feels like temp was like 10, and so I go out there and the garage is like it's like 15, 18 degrees, and in my mind I'm like, yeah.
You're like Rocky stuck in the Soviet Union getting ready for Ivan Drago.
Kaylin in the chat is like, please tell me more about your workout. I get it, bro. I get it.
What do you guys think of Jimmy Rogers? Oh, Trav, did you see, because maybe you didn't because you watched the game this morning. I'm sure you fast-forwarded through it.
I fast-forwarded through it.
Did you see anything on Twitter about Jimmy Rogers, the new football coach, going out?
I didn't listen to it, though.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he did the, they introduced the new football coach. We've all seen that.
Yeah.
He goes out and he does all,
I mean, Signetti did it.
Yeah.
Pat Fitzgerald just did it.
Yeah, but then at the end he says, now let's go beat the fucking Hawkeyes.
It was awesome.
It was, and it's awesome. I loved it.
I retweeted the video of it. I was like, this is actually cool.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yes, I'm with you, Tyler, because that shows your personality, right? I mean, it's not Matt Campbell. I mean, Matt Campbell would have never done that.
Yeah, the first comment I got
that line without the F word. He would have. Let's go site. Yeah, he would have towed that line.
Yeah. I mean, you're playing a game there too. You're being introduced in front of the fan base, and you're trying to. Hey, a lot of question about the program. We're not sure where this thing's going. Who's this Jimmy Rogers guy? You have to win people over. I just talked about selling something. That's every job is sales.
100%.
Every job on earth is sales. You're selling something. It could be you. It could be your service. It could be a product. You're selling.
And by the way, having the best product isn't the best sales thing. It's do people like you? That's the number one thing. They will buy from you if they like you. If they trust you, then do they like your product? Like, trust, quality, and value.
And so he gets out there and he finishes with, they're playing Iowa. And in the moment, by the way, they're down. Because it was like right at the end of the first half, I believe. Let's beat the fucking Hawkeyes. And everyone's like, yeah. Yeah, it gets that animalistic instinct of like, oh, yeah, that rallying cry. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm behind this guy. I liked it.
It is I hadn't thought, because again, and I'm not trying to knock it, because I saw it last night. And I was like, that's actually really cool. But until Kluver just described it that way, I didn't realize it basically was the, what is it? San Dimas High School football rules. Do you guys know what I'm talking? It's the end of a speech. End of a speech in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The guy's just.
I've never seen that.
Me either.
Oh, you two.
Falling on deaf ears here.
Okay, never mind.
It's a rallying cry.
It's yes. Yeah. What would O'Doyle rules?
Yeah. And it speaks to, that's the easiest string to play on for humans is go to their like ancestral caveman instinct.
Okay.
Primal.
I had some things,
I think we call that primal.
I had some things screwed up. It was from the movie Billy Madison. Thank you, Irish Hawkeye. I'm sorry. Nib high football rules. At the end of his speech, he just does that and everybody gets excited. Anyway.
So confidence is contagious.
I am curious. Do you podcast the Washed Up Walk-Ons the same amount during the off season, or do you go like once a month, once every 2 weeks, or are you still every week?
We're still twice a week.
Twice a week.
Somehow, some way, we pump out 2 a week, fully supported by a different structure of we bring on the guests, right? So, what's up, Ross? Now you can't hear? You lost us? Wow. You guys, the technical side of things.
It's been a weird day.
Somebody earlier, when I jumped in right at the beginning of this segment, was like, yeah, Delta's messing with Travis.
They are, man.
Guys, can you hear me?
No, you're there.
We got you now.
We got you.
So, I completely forgot where I was going with that. I don't even know what I was saying.
Who knows? Who knows? Oh, so but you do twice a week.
Oh, podcast. Yeah, we do two a week still. So our cadence is Monday, Thursday, and ideally in the off season, starting basically after the bowl game when we come back. I think usually we take like a week off or something to start the year, and then we try and go twice a week. And we try. It's really tough, as you guys know, with scheduling and booking guests. Booking guests is like I wear all the hats of this operation, the Washed Up Walk-Ons behind me and what it's turned into. The least favorite hat I have is guest booker. It's so annoying, but luckily we're fortunate that a lot of the guys who graduate, a lot of the people that we reach out to, especially now that we're 8 years into this thing, we get a lot of people who are willing to come back.
Yeah.
We still have a couple friends in the NFL that are still playing or just retired who are relevant. And so we're able to put together a pretty good list of guests in the offseason that keep it going. We'll go Monday, Thursday, pretty much all the way through summer. And then, as you guys know, that summer gets dry. It's dead season. And you're also ramping up into the very busy August through now time. And so we do go down to a once weekly podcast, like June and July, for about 9 weeks. And then during the season, we've increased our output from 2 to 3 a week, and even more than that if you're, one of our Patreon subscribers, where we do 1 or 2 extra podcasts a week. Now, I will say, exciting development. I don't know if anyone's into the whole all 22 film study college football thing, but it is almost impossible to get all 22 film of college football. The schools hold it very close, and it only really circulates in between the schools for like scouting purposes. NFL, you can literally buy the all 22, which is, for those who don't know, it's like the wide shot from the end zone that's filmed by the team. So you can see all 22 players. That's why it's called all 22 in the shot, and they don't follow the ball. It's not a broadcast version. It's so that you can scout and grade players on the inside. It's how you study film, all that stuff. It's great for film review and like breakdowns. It's impossible to get for college football, and we got it. We just got it last week.
Nice.
So that could be, probably will be an ad. We're gonna add a show at least monthly, probably weekly during the season for sure. We got to figure it out, of our guy Kevin, who's probably our best, not probably, he's our best football mind, X's and O's wise, breaking down like the best plays from the Hawkeyes games and stuff like that. And so that'll be exciting. I don't know what that looks like as far as the off season, if we can add a show each week, but yeah, we still pump it out. This is what I do, Travis. This is my primary income is the
podcast,
multi-headed brand of what the Washed Up Walk-Ons is. So I have to, there's no reason that I have no excuse to like, yeah, we'll just do it once a week. Well, if we do it once a week, viewership,
yeah, viewership. Oh, I watch the YouTube algorithms. I know what you
are. Yep.
So
Justin,
what's up, Tyler?
Are you the call-in, the 6-minute savior of Ross?
No, what we do with Justin every day is when he's not filling in for one of us, we bring him in on the last 10 minutes to let us know where we screwed up today. So if we screwed up at any point, he gets to correct all our errors.
Cool.
And I don't know if we had any errors today or not.
Just technically, technical errors.
Tell me about it.
But I did do some research because I was interested in where Delta ranks in like best airlines.
Yeah,
they're top 6.
Yeah, where's United at? Because I'm a United guy now.
All right,
I'm totally off the.
Let me look, because this is according to backroadplanet.com.
The airline struggles are such. I've never heard people shift, like, because I had that exact same moment, Travis, when I flew Frontier one time, and I was like, I'm never flying Frontier again, ever. Travel issues will just change your entire deal.
They really, really do.
United is number 2, top 2.
See, what's number 1?
You keep asking me as soon as I close my phone.
JSX.
What's
Never
JSX?
Never heard.
Whoever flies to Dubai, probably.
Yeah, or Emirates Airline or Virgin Airlines would be one of those.
But I always hear about
4 of us.
What'd you do there, man?
Look at that.
So these roadcasters might be shit.
They're great and they're shit at the same time.
They're great and they're shit at the same time.
Mine working great.
It's like Hawkeye football. Sometimes I just literally had to swap from my first headphone jack to my second headphone jack. It's like I just lost you guys all of a sudden. Middle of it, gone.
Yeah,
So Justin, you listen to the show every morning and then pop in for 5 minutes?
Well, I do their social media. Which, if the Wash Up Walk-Ons want some social media help,
yeah. So there's the thing is we do, but again, one of those things where it's like I got time, so I really just got to figure it out and be a big boy and just learn social media. I'm getting better.
But
last week,
you're better off just giving him your report. You're better off paying him. He only has 2 shows. I'm telling you, you're better off giving him $50 a week.
So you say that, and then, but you're saying that without knowing where the money's coming from.
No, I know.
And if I had money, trust me, Grant, our guy that we added, the young kid that we added, I would love to pay him a full-time, not a lot, but a full-time gig where he could be our guy and then he did all our social media. It's just a little washed up walk-ons. We don't make a lot of revenue around here, and it all goes to me to be able to do the thing. So yeah, my goal this off season in 2026 is for the washed up walk-ons is to we're a full content output operation and clipping multiple clips, every podcast, every show. I've been really slacking on that. And yeah, so that's insight
Well, Justin,
into.
you should have got something from my flight story to put up on social media.
Oh yeah, I have that written down as I'm definitely going to post that for sure. I mean, I think it'd be fun to even just post that as like a separate, like 10-minute thing of all right, here's the full
travel advice.
Flight from hell.
Yeah. All right, Justin, before we get to telling you to shut up,
okay.
Kluver, I do want to say, as your buddy, I was gonna tell you need to be more disciplined. Justin, what's your shut up, Justin, or just in time, or whatever we're gonna call this, where you come in and correct us?
You
missed that.
Yeah,
I
you already
it.
missed
I'm
that.
sorry.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I'm the.
And you came in so hostile for someone who missed it too. You're like, "Oh, good, tell you to shut up," and then you missed it.
Did anybody tell you to shut up yet?
No,
Shut
not
up,
yet.
Shut
Justin.
up. Shut
There
up,
we
Justin.
go. Now we're to the weekend.
And this weekend, get yourself some real gold brewed tea.
I am gonna go.
I love your voice, dude, on that advertisement. It's amazing.
Tyler, does the music on that calm you down? Because that is honestly some of the smoothest, calmest music ever.
Springtime when it
Yeah,
starts.
the little acoustic guitar.
I don't drink tea. It makes me want to drink tea, so I think it's working.
It's working.
Makes me want to do something. I'll tell you that. It's working for
Real
me too.
brewed tea.
You know what I'm saying?
Ross said it makes me want to do something.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
It's
Sharon
it's
Moore.
working.
Oh yeah, real quick. If anyone wants to donate to this little science experiment I have, give me $13 million, and I'll prove how easy it is to not fumble that bag and to just be able to just live your life.
I have a tweet out yesterday that has 2,000 likes. It's got like 150,000 impressions.
I'm one of
and
those
all
likes.
it said was, "Hey," or "Crazy idea. Just don't bang your assistant."
Yeah, because it was the guy who posted. He was like, "This is why people shouldn't hire hot assistants." And I'm
This
like,
is why, Justin, what I told you, we knew nothing about the details of this yesterday. And I said to Justin, I said, here's the bar has never been lower. The expectations
Morally.
are pretty low. Morally. Right. It doesn't mean that the next coach can win 6 games. But yeah, when part of the interview process is like, okay, what's your likelihood to bang an assistant?
Man of faith. God's plan, baby.
Michigan man. We're looking for a
Michigan
real
man.
Michigan man.
I just pissed
Right.
off a lot of people. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's all right.
Listen, we're used to it, right, Trav?
Yeah. Good news, though. I just got a text from United Airlines that said, thanks for reporting your delayed bags. We'll notify you when delivery is in progress. We don't know where said bags are,
They'll get you in 2027.
but we'll get them sometime. The good thing is I have all my stuff.
who gets home first? Your bags from United or your other part of your family from
your
Delta?
family.
Oh, I think Abigail just texted from Amsterdam. She's supposed to be home in Memphis tomorrow morning. We'll see if that actually happens.
She beats the bags.
I probably agree with you.
Yep.
Tyler, this is great having you on every Friday. You want to do this all year long, you're more than welcome.
I don't. Clearly, have no issue talking about myself, my work. I will come on as long as you have me.
Sounds good. All right, everybody have a great weekend. Bowl games start. You got the Celebration Bowl and the LA Bowl coming up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bowl games are starting. It is the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive.
I'm loving these wooden nickels, Brian.
Yeah, I suppose everyone is catching on.
Just spend $20 to get a wooden nickel.
It's 25.
Collect 10 and add up the savings on your next purchase.
Some of these are worth $5. That could be huge.
I know, right? That's why you have to spend $20.
It's 25.
Collect 10. It's like money back to you.
Spend 20, you get another wooden nickel.
It's 25.
Collect 10 and add up the savings. It's huge.
Central City Liquor is home of the 10% cash coupon.
And the wooden nickel program.
It's huge.
What's going on, everybody? It's Bobby here at Land Rover Des Moines. I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and to remind you that there is somebody special in your life that needs a 628 horsepower off-road Land Rocket Defender Octa under the tree for Christmas. So give us a call, click, or visit us at LandRoverDesMoines.com. Visit us in the showroom. We'll be glad you did.
Get ready, Des Moines. College basketball is heating up at Casey Center. On December 20th, the Iowa Hawkeyes take on the Bucknell Bison in a non-conference showdown you won't want to miss. Presented by Casey's. Feel the action. Hear the roar. Be there as the new look Hawkeyes bring the intensity to the capital city. Tickets are going fast. Grab yours now at HyVeeTix.com and be part of the excitement on December 20th. Iowa versus Bucknell, presented by Casey's. December 20th, only at Casey's Center. Be there.
Bad gift giving. It happens to the best of us.
Thanks, I think.
But what if I told you there's a better way? Toss the silly socks and ditch the mediocre mugs, because the Iowa Lottery's gift that keeps on winning is here to save the holidays. Give your loved ones holiday scratch tickets with the chance to win instantly or unwrap your share of $1 million. Say no, no, no to boring presents with the Iowa Lottery this holiday season. Woohoo! Enter and see rules at ialottery.com/VIP.
'Tis the season to share great taste. Grab a refreshing Coca-Cola and make every moment a celebration. Locally made, nationally loved, Coca-Cola is the real deal when it comes to holiday cheer. Whether you're kicking back after the game or hosting the crew, nothing hits like that crisp, fizzy taste. Make this season yours. Grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola today.
Missing a quality, home-cooked meal? You know, the kind Mom used to make? Lucky for you, we found her recipe book. Welcome to the High Life. Welcome to the champagne of bars.
Every business has priorities, and Priority One Heating and Cooling is no different. As a service provider, we prioritize quality air conditioners and furnaces that will keep your home at your comfort level year-round. As a small business, we prioritize doing things the right way and treating people fairly. As a truly local business, we prioritize our community. As a veteran-owned business, we prioritize duty and commitment. For big business service with local value, trust your home to the place where you are always Priority One.
Back to the rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.